So look, man, we got a whistleblower. We got a whistleblower for Diddy who's saying allegedly the homie Denzel ain't who we think he is. I call bullshit, but let's tap in. What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400 coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. One time salute to all the subscribers, new and old, wherever you at all around the world. And if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe, man. New content daily. As always, gotta give a shout out. Look, Mr. Dubbins, shout out Zenfi369. You know what it is, straight off the Ave fam. Now let's get to it. Denzel Washington and this whistleblower. Now look, the Diddy saga is crazy. There's a lot of people who implicated in this whole situation allegedly, and it seems like this particular whistleblower, man, look, she trying to throw Denzel under the bus. So without further ado, man, shout out Culture Spill. Let's get into this content as usual. You know what the drill is. If you don't want to, if you're not a reaction type person, you just stumble across this video, you don't know what we do over here. What we do is reactions. We do podcasting. You feel me? We do food reviews, a whole bunch of ish. But if you don't want to see the reaction, you just want to see the content, click the link in the description. Go subscribe over there. Culture Spill. Yeah, gotta give them their props. Salute to them. Let's go.
I never thought that we would see the day where Diddy would get arrested, and I told you guys in that Maria Z interview in 2021 that no one tells on Diddy. P. Diddy. Alright? Just the same way nobody tells on Denzel Washington. People don't usually talk and stop and think about the children victims that are going through things right now as we speak, and the ones who suffered through all this bullshit.
Here we go again, guys. Here we go. It's another day to bring to the front everyone who participated in or saw what was happening at Diddy's parties and said nothing. Okay, and one of the allegations that was brought up against Diddy recently, Allison Carter, a survivor, described Diddy's parties as not merely intimate gatherings, but as involving satanic ritual orgies. Then she went on to mention a couple of celebs in her affidavit of truth, and one of them was Denzel Washington. I know you all think his name is Denzel, but he said his mama named him Denzel, so I'm gonna call him Denzel. Okay, I'm back. And you know what? There's no escaping for Denzel because there's a bunch of videos online.
Yo, that Denzel-ish ain't... Listen, this man ain't never got on stage and said, call me Denzel. Did he? I ain't gonna say, I have never seen him get on stage and say, call me Denzel. Ain't nobody, look, when they announce him, do they say Denzel Washington? No, they said Denzel. So guess what? He Denzel, goddammit. What you talking about?
Where Ali says the same thing. Girl, I know a lot of you all will say that Saint Denzel would never be like Diddy. So how about we just get right into this tea and you'll be the judge of that. So after Diddy was arrested, one of the people who commented on his arrest was Allison Carter. And for those who recall, Ali was actually trending 3 years ago when she talked about what happened to kids at Diddy's parties. At the time when she talked about her incident, people didn't believe. And she said that after gaining media attention in 2020, she and her family lost their home and struggled to rebuild their lives. Back then, she also attempted to pursue legal action against Riverside County Child Protective Services, alleging their involvement in what happened to her, but claimed her evidence was ignored. Well, after Diddy's case blew up, Ali was back on our timelines telling us the same thing she said 3 years ago when nobody believed her. In recent interviews and statements, Ali Carter has once again been accusing Diddy of being involved in exploitative activities, claiming that these incidents took place during elite parties involving powerful figures from the entertainment industry like Denzel Washington. And when it comes to Ali, her main concern is actually how the plight of children often gets overlooked. And what she is saying even now is that we are not focusing on the children enough.
Still not on the subject of the kids. All the adults are covering their asses. All the adults are, I left at a certain time, yet you knew children were there. You knew these parties were not okay. They weren't freak-offs. They were satanic ritual orgies.
There's also an affidavit.
Now, That's a lot, bro. Like that's a pretty deep accusation to say they were rituals, but at the same time, I mean, if there were kids there and people knew, they definitely I wouldn't be, you feel me? I'd have left instantly and probably would have been like questioning the fact that like why are kids here with this alcohol and these, you know what I'm saying, this gas and all that ish like that. So that's already a strange like mix of, you feel me? Mix of ish going on. I did see a clip one time of the homie Diddy saying like this is the part of the party where all kids gotta leave and all this ish like that. But like if they at the party where they gotta go, or first of all, they kids, so how they get to the party? Their parents. If their parents are like prestigious people or like people in the business or like, you feel me? Like why are they there in the first place with y'all motherfuckers? So yeah, I could believe that, bro. Hate to say it, but I could believe that. As far as Denzel go, I ain't gonna say that you know what I mean? Not Denzel. That's all I can say about Denzel. Not Denzel. We love Denzel. Not Denzel. Let's continue.
That has been making rounds online where Allie describes an after party from one of Diddy's parties, and she says that some of the celebrities present were Brian Christopher Williams, aka Birdman, aka...
Look, let's take a look at this list. Brian Christopher Williams. That's believable. Denzel has already said he been at Diddy parties. He said he left or he wasn't involved in the bullshit, but he said he was there, so boom, he on there. Sean Puffy Combs, and then Young Jock. It's going down. Remember that shit? Remember this? Ew, the homie Jock was in there on the freaky time. Yeah, I could believe all these people were there. As far as the activities, that's crazy.
aka Baby, Denzel Hayes Washington, Sean Love Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, and JCL Amon Robinson, aka Young Jock. Allegedly, at this party, there were body cakes, which means that the kids would lie on a table and people would put food on them, and then the party goers would eat the food off the naked kids, and there were a lot of celebrities at this party.
Get the... Now, I've seen that with women, but kids, bruh. Man.
Then once everyone was searched and inside, the DJ sounded the music and the lights flashed, signaling that everyone was in, and the doors were closed, and this signaled that the orgy could begin. Allie also said that the kids that had been brought to the party were brought there to be party favors. Based on what she wrote in her affidavit of truth, favors means that the kids are literally set on a table and had to wait for people to come choose them. And once they were done having X, the kids were placed back on the party favor table, and then someone else could come and pick them out from the table and repeat the process. She then...
These are some sinister allegations, man. Some super sinister allegations. This shit is sick. Wow.
Goes on to say, I had to have X with so many people that night, I cannot remember them all. And some of the other...
What?
Alters hold those memories. Partygoers went into a frenzy/orgy mindset once the DJ started the music and turned on the flashing lights. There were fetishes happening everywhere, and they kind of separated them into areas where specific fetishes were happening. For instance, the fetish of having X in blood was in one area, while having the same with animals was in another area.
Stop, bro. Not even the dogs are safe. The dogs, the cats, ain't nobody safe at a Diddy party. What is going on?
People were just in a crazed frenzy. When the music started, I was sitting on the party favor table. The main room was big, like a ballroom. There were outlying doors around the edges of the room. Some of the doors were shut, but you could still see the table on the food, the party favor table, and many other things. There were different types of parties happening in different areas of the house. Honey, when I tell you that Allie had one of the worst experiences, I mean exactly that. She was talking about how one of the top comedians who was at the party was complaining that he didn't...
Look, I don't smoke cigarettes. Where's my lighter? I got to smoke, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm finna pour another shot. What is going on?
Hour-long set, but there was no one to hook up with backstage. According to Allie, this comedian broke the no anal rule and had his way with her anyway and just laughed. Then she screamed for her handler and everyone was laughing.
They in there ripping the booties open. They ripping.
laughing and she ended up getting in trouble. She also said that she was then told to hook up on the table with the girl who was her age, and then they brought in donkeys.
The
and
donkeys?
and they did
No.
what with them? I know.
No.
So disgusting. Burros? Come on, son. Allie actually said that there were several girls that had to have relations with animals while everyone watched. And
leave the animals out of this.
Up afterward, and they rubbed their faces in each other's vomit as a punishment.
OMG. Yo, bro. This is look. Smitster Reacts, bro. You getting it right, raw, and goddamn it, this is nasty.
I really can't, y'all. Honestly, everything that Allie was talking about seems so unreal. And it's even worse when I imagine that there were people there, including celebrities, including Denzel Washington, watching what was happening. I mean, how sick can people actually be? Girl, I don't know for sure if Denzel was actually present during that particular party, but one thing I can tell you is that Denzel has been to Diddy's parties. For starters, there have been reports saying that one time during a Diddy party, Denzel screamed at Diddy saying, "You don't respect anyone." Before leaving the party he had attended with his wife in 2003. Apparently, he and Pauletta had been partying until dawn and they had seen something and stormed out. Well, the incident that night didn't appear to affect their friendship, as Diddy and Denzel have been seen together through the years at various public events, including basketball games and former President Barack Obama's 2009 inauguration.
For him to say you don't respect anyone, he had to see him in there disrespecting and doing something like left field to someone that was probably inebriated, you feel me, or probably under the influence, under the influence, you feel me? And yeah, man, Diddy was probably in there doing what Diddy's been alleged to do best, you feel me? Sadly, that's some sick shit, but let's continue.
Also know that Denzel was at the parties, allegedly, because Brandon T. Jackson said that Denzel advised him to always leave Hollywood parties before the devil gets there. He said on the Breaking the Machine podcast, "Denzel always told me, when we be at the parties, you leave 30 minutes before the devil get there. Okay? Always remember that Denzel would leave the parties early." So what exactly did Denzel witness at the parties that he had to tell Brandon to always leave 30 minutes before the devil got there? Was it the things that Allie was talking about involving children? The ones she claims Denzel allegedly witnessed? Well, there are people who have said that there are things that Allie Carter has said that seem very much like they could be true. But on the other hand, she has also said some extremely off-the-wall, crazy things that do not add up. So it kind of leads them to believe maybe she's delusional and suffering from a mental condition, especially when it comes to Denzel, aka Denzel. Some people are just having a hard time believing that he could be such a monster. But we also have people saying that Denzel is not the saint he has been painted to be. First of all, when it comes to Denzel, there have been cheating rumors going all the way back to the 90s, but they really blew up in 2003 when there were reports that Denzel had an affair with his out-of-time co-star Sanaa Lathan. The tea back then was that Sanaa's phone butt-dialed somebody while she was in the back of a limo about to get it in with Denzel, and she didn't even know her phone had called the person.
To be fair, yo, she fine as fuck. Sanaa Lathan is bad, nigga. To date, Sanaa Lathan is bad, and he was Denzel. What the? And they celebrities. What you expect, bro? They line them up anyway to be. So like, I mean, duh. I mean, it ain't right. Don't make it right, but I'm not surprised. Sanaa Lathan, pff, nigga. I'm Denzel. I'm clapping Sanaa Lathan. Fuck what you talking about?
And left a voicemail about 3 minutes long. It was also rumored that she even got pregnant by Denzel, but had to get rid of the pregnancy. Allegedly. Denzel was also telling Sanaa that he was going to leave Pauletta and they were going to be the new power couple. Ciao. There was also an incident involving Eva Mendes, and allegedly, after she knew about what was going on with Sanaa, Eva broke things off. In 2007, there was another report saying that Denzel was spotted in Vegas at an after party for the Mayweather-De La Hoya fight with a young hostess. According to the source, Denzel left with the aspiring actress and they spent the night together at the private mansion residence where the party was held. Then there was someone who spilled that he saw Denzel a few times in Firefly in Studio City. Apparently, allegedly, he had a house close to the restaurant up in the hills, and the 3 times the person saw Denzel, he was sitting way in the back in the outside sitting area, and each time he had about 3 young white ladies hanging off of him. Based on what that person spilled, the girls were just staring at him and all like he was a king or something. As a matter of fact, there have been a bunch of other cheating scandals that mostly involved younger women. But for those,
he's Denzel, bro. Yo mama will probably drop her draws for Denzel. if she came up in that era, stop playing, nigga. What's wrong with y'all?
To recall, the most scandalous incident was in 2013 when another cheating scandal broke the internet. Based on reports and photos that were apparently being shopped for sale, Denzel was sitting on a couch with the young lady, and then throughout the series of pictures, he grabbed her arm and pulled her in for a kiss on the lips in one of them. The cheating scandal allegedly made Pauletta move to New York while Denzel stayed in Los Angeles. But somehow, Denzel managed to talk himself out of that scandalous situation. This must have happened in the Mississippi Masala days. Well, based on these tendencies, there are people who have said that they see how Denzel may have been part and parcel of Diddy's parties. And while after some time he probably decided to be leaving early, he knew exactly what was going on. But what I'm personally struggling with is the allegation from Allie that he was present while kids were being laid on tables and subjected to the most disgusting things. Like, Denzel really sat through that and did nothing about it? Allegedly. And he continues to say nothing about it? Child, this entire whistleblowing is just messed up. But you let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below.
I think that's some wild shit. That's what I think. That he just sat there and watched these kids, you know, get hors d'oeuvres eaten up off them. I've seen it happen with, you know, grown women. You feel me? Put a little fruits and, you know, put little fruits and vegetables on the nipples and shit. Just eat the fruits off the nipples and shit. You feel me? Like, you know, like take the Hershey kiss off the navel and shit type shit with your mouth. You feel me? All that type shit. Pause. I look crazy with this mic. But you feel me though? Like, yeah, man. I don't think that's too far-fetched that they was in there putting, you know, fucking snacks on kids like some sick bitches, or doing rituals and shit, because, you know, like, sex is a ritual at the end of the day. Like, this is a spiritual thing. That's why you got a lot of effed up people out here, because they be out here raw dogging and just exchanging bad energy and bad, you know what I'm saying, karma, and you feel me, just all they just be out here just mixing, just being nasty little son bitches. But, you know, that is just spiritual at the end of the day. You just can't be mixing with motherfuckers. That's why you got soulmates. That's why you got twin flames and you know, things like that. You feel me? Like, shit. Cats don't, you know, but anyway, I could see that being something that's realistic. Even though everything's alleged, that type of ish goes on. We got, you know, witches and wizards. You know how they say about the chicks with the spaghetti and the blood and ish. That's nasty. But you feel me? It'd be some weird ish going on. So I don't see it being far-fetched that they would be, you know, kids go missing all the time. There's some sick motherfuckers in this world. This world is disgusting. This world is sick. You feel me? So don't want to put that on nobody, but I mean, hey, we just reacting, right? And if we reacting to it, my thoughts are that shit is sick. And let justice be served if that's the case. You feel me? But yeah, man, how y'all feel about this ish? Sound off in the comments, man. If you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe, tap in. Merch available down below, lawsoldiercode.com. Salute to all the subscribers. You feel me? As always, definitely appreciate the support since day one. You know. And yeah, man, the homie Smitster 400 signing off. This has been Smitster Reacts. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Peace and love wherever you at all around the globe. I'm out. Owie.